Today, let's delve deeper into the scoop we've got about Jason and Lucia, straight from the game's artwork and that initial trailer drop. Seems like Rockstar's shining the spotlight a tad more on Lucia this time around. Not to downplay Jason's role, but Lucia's getting some special attention, you know? Alright, so the trailer kicks off with Lucia finding herself in what appears to be a detention center, or maybe some kind of confinement. She's sporting the classic inmate gear and hanging out with a few others. Now, it's a bit fuzzy whether it's an all-girls club or a mixed bag. But here's the twist. It doesn't look like your hardcore, maximum security joint, more like a temporary pit stop. Then we see this scene with Stephanie, a counselor at the place. Stephanie's having a chat with Lucia, trying to untangle her situation. Stephanie asks why Lucia's landed there, and Lucia nonchalantly responds with something like, "Bad luck, I guess." It's got me thinking, maybe Lucia's in for something minor. You know, the wrong place, wrong time scenario, or maybe a string of small-time scrapes. By the way, I'm holding a monthly giveaway for a PlayStation 5. You just need to subscribe and you're entered. Now, back to the video. So, Lucia's starting off in a bit of a pickle, but I'm itching to see how the story unfolds, how she got caught up in this mess in the first place. Rockstar's got us all on the edge of our seats with this setup, and I can't wait to see what twists and turns are in store for these characters. Taking a closer peek at Lucia in this clip, she doesn't strike me as too old or hardcore, you know? Surprisingly, she's not all cuffed up or tightly restrained while having a chat with Stephanie, the counselor at this place. Stephanie's vibe doesn't scream in danger while talking to Lucia, so maybe her time in jail isn't as intense as we might think. So, Lucia's got a date with jail at some point. But yeah, she's not going to be stuck in there forever, that's for sure. Let's shift gears to this artwork Rockstar's thrown at us. In that pic, Lucia's flaunting an ankle monitor. Now that's the kind of thing they slap on you when you're out but not really free. It's like they're keeping tabs on you, making sure you stick to a certain area, like your home turf or maybe a specific part of town as set by the powers that be. Now let's dive into some wild speculation on how this whole ankle monitor deal might mix things up in the gameplay. Imagine navigating the game with that kind of electronic ball and chain. It's gotta influence how Lucia moves around or what she can get into. Maybe it restricts her to certain zones or forces her to lay low in certain situations. The possibilities are buzzing around my head. It's like a marker that says she's out of the big house, but under some major watch. You see, when you've got one of those strapped on, it's like a 24/7 reminder that you're under strict scrutiny. It's like a digital leash telling you, hey, no funny business or else. Now think about how this could shake up the game's map dynamics. Rockstar might play a throwback card to the old GTA vibes, where you're restricted to certain parts of the map at the start. As you progress through the story, you gradually unlock more turf to roam. Picture Lucia stuck in a zone until she can shake off that monitor, whether she manages to ditch it by some gutsy escape or someone legally gives her the green light. Fast forward a bit, and we spot Jason and Lucia in a pretty dicey scene. Jason's in the driver's seat, Lucia's riding shotgun, and they're peeling away from what looks like a scene post-crime. A couple of cop cars are hot on their tail, lights flashing and sirens blaring. Jason's got his hands tight on the wheel, sneakily glancing at the cops as they whiz past. Then, when they're out of sight, he shoots Lucia a glance that screams serious concern. It's crystal clear these two are linked somehow, tied together by that ankle monitor and whatever legal trouble they're entangled in. How's that for a curveball in the storyline? There's this air of suspense and questions lingering. What did they do, and how does it all connect back to Lucia's time in the slammer? The plot thickens, and I'm itching to see where this tangled web leads us. Let's zoom in on Lucia for a moment. You know, it's not giving off that classic jailbreak vibe. When you make a daring escape from the big house, you don't come out with an ankle monitor like you've been given a hall pass. Nah, it's more like you become public enemy number one, constantly dodging the long arm of the law. It's got echoes of that on-the-run feel from Red Dead Redemption 2, where you're always watching your back. Wonder if Rockstar's planning to revisit that kind of storyline here? But here's a thought that's been gnawing at me. What if Jason's got this noble quest to keep Lucia out of hot water? Could be, but there's this lingering sense that they've got some pressing reasons behind these actions. It's like they're in this situation either by design or due to some pressing needs. Speaking of which, let's take a peek at the next scene in the sequence. You've got Lucia holding a bundle of cash that could make anyone's eyes widen, stacks of 20s and crisp hundreds. And what's she doing? Nonchalantly turning away from law enforcement? It's like we're getting a glimpse into the aftermath of a successful heist. And then there's this sight, both of them, dressed up with bandanas and masks, keeping their identities under wraps as they bolt out of what seems to be a rundown corner store situated in the middle of nowhere. There's this air of confidence about them, but choosing a low-profile place like this hints at something. They're not doing this for kicks. No, it's like they're in dire need of funds. Now let's talk about Jason's wheels. It's not some flashy top-of-the-line ride like you'd expect from Michael DeSanta's swanky tailgater in GTA 5. Nope, Jason's driving an older model, something more modest. It gives off this vibe that they might not be swimming in cash. The whole picture seems to paint a story of urgency. Lucia's holding a stash of cash, they're hitting a low-key spot, and Jason's not cruising around in luxury. It's like they're pushed into a corner, perhaps strapped for cash, and pushed into some tough choices. There's definitely more to this tale than meets the eye. Let's dive into Jason and Lucia's ride. They're cruising around, making these slick turns and slides. It doesn't seem like they're trying to dodge cops. You can even hear Lucia kinda squeal. She's gripping the car's side in a way that screams thrill ride. Looks like they've got a pretty upbeat and tight relationship. They're heading towards a motel. And guess what? Surprise, surprise, they're more than just partners in crime. Yup, Jason and Lucia are romantically involved. Now, Rockstar's not laying it all out for us, but you can pretty much read between the lines. Now, let's dissect this trust business. Feels like Rockstar's planting seeds for the storyline's ending. Trust can either be kept intact or shattered, right? It's like a pivotal point in a tale of two partners in crime. Maybe they'll face a dilemma where they have to choose between both making it out alive or going for a massive score, but someone doesn't make it to the finish line. Trust seems to be the crux of it all. And here's the kicker, the final scene. They kick open the door of this corner store, all confident, guns out, ready to hit the jackpot. The story concludes on that note. Now, let's switch lanes and talk about the trailer's song choice, Tom Petty's Love Is a Long Road. Interestingly, there's a tweet from Tom Petty's account expressing gratitude for having their song featured in GTA 6's first trailer. The song itself talks about the struggles of maintaining a relationship, how it's not a smooth ride, but worth the effort. So, GTA 6 might just be more than a crime tale. It's shaping up to be a love and trust story. I think Rockstar's aiming for their twist on a Bonnie and Clyde vibe with Jason and Lucia. That's pretty much all the scoop we got about them in the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. They didn't spill much, but we kinda got a glimpse into their journey, the hurdles they face, and this theme of trust that seems to run deep in their story. There's this one scene where it looks like they're gaining some traction in their journey. Jason's driving, Lucia's standing up in the passenger seat, and some paparazzi or somebody's snapping their pics. Seems like they've leveled up from their clothes to the car they're driving. So, at some point in the story, they might hit some highs. But knowing how these stories go, it could all come crashing down by the end. So, that's pretty much the lowdown on Jason and Lucia, our main characters in GTA 6. Can't wait to dig into their stories more. What do you folks reckon the GTA 6 plot's gonna be like? Alright, so in the GTA 6 trailer, there's this moment where this girl in a white bikini gets everyone talking, debating whether she's Lucia or not. She's chilling near this pool, taking in the Vice City skyline, and then she turns around. And let me tell you, there's a bunch of stuff to unpack there. Her hair moves all natural-like, swinging around as she turns. She's got these big hoop earrings, cool purple sunglasses, rocking a purple lipstick, and check out those nails, French tips. Oh, and there's this bracelet on her left wrist that catches the eye too. Now, here's the deal. Some folks are saying, nah, there is absolutely no way that is Lucia, or it just doesn't cross anyone's mind. Their argument? She looks different from how Lucia appeared in other shots, especially in that jumpsuit, and during the whole crime spree with Jason. But hold up, there's a good chance that in GTA Online, customization's gonna be off the charts. Need a different haircut? No biggie, just swing by the in-game salon. Problem solved. So, who knows? This bikini girl might just be a customized version of Lucia with a whole new look and vibe. By the way, I'm holding a monthly giveaway for a PlayStation 5. You just need to subscribe and you're entered. Now, back to the video. You know, I'm pretty confident that it won't cause much trouble, just like in GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2. It feels like they'll let us switch up our characters' hairstyles again, which is pretty cool. Now, about this scene, it looks like it's happening at a totally different stage of the game. At the start, Lucia's all locked up in jail, doing those petty crimes and all. But in this snippet, she's looking like she's hit the jackpot. Loads of success and riches. There's more to this in the trailer, giving us a peek into what a thriving Lucia might look like. She's sporting a different hairstyle, dressed to the nines, hanging out in a fancy car with Jason behind the wheel. And to top it off, the girl's getting her photos taken by the paparazzi. Some folks out there are betting that this bikini girl is gonna be the face of Rockstar's marketing strategy. You know, just like how they've always had that iconic female figure in their marketing since the good old days of GTA 3. So, putting it all together, it really seems like this bikini girl is Lucia. From the style to the little details like the various hairstyles, everything seems to point in that direction. It's exciting to get these glimpses of what Lucia's different phases might look like in the game. Rockstar's been doing this thing with the promo girls for ages, from the early days of GTA 3 to the more recent GTA 5. You might remember them. The girl in the bikini holding the martini glass, or the San Andreas girl leaning over at the Vinewood sign with those shades. They've always had these distinctive figures for their marketing. A bunch of people are pointing fingers at this bikini girl, saying she's the new Rockstar promo face, but I've got my money on Lucia. Take a look at those birthmarks and accessories, those little marks on her face and arm. They're pretty similar to what the bikini girl's got. Sure, some aren't super clear, but makeup or sun exposure could easily cover them up. And those earrings and bracelets, they match up pretty well with all the girls who look like Lucia, even if some shots might leave room room for doubt, like the one where she's driving that fancy car. I'm pretty convinced it's Lucia. Jason's checking her out, the accessories are a close match, and her facial structure lines up. Not to mention, her body shape, facial features, skin tone, hair length, and color, pretty much all of it lines up perfectly. In that scene, the way the bikini girl moves seems a bit forced, like she's intentionally flipping her hair or something. So maybe it's part of a mission, Lucia trying to blend in at some event to gather info, or pull off a heist. Or perhaps it's one of those moments where she's at the top of her game, all successful and loaded. Oh, and that bikini she's wearing? It's from the Santino brand, which first showed up in GTA 5. So, in GTA Online, we've got this whole range of clothing options, right? There are jackets, shoes, and some of them even parody luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, which is a real high-end clothing and accessories label. Now, some people are throwing around this theory that the bikini girl might be a returning character from the old GTA Vice City like Mercedes Cortez, but honestly, that's way off. Vice City was set in the 80s, and GTA 6 is gonna be in the present, like probably around 2023. So, the timelines just don't add up. Even though this bikini girl looks a bit different and acts a bit like an influencer, I'm pretty convinced she's Lucia. She's got those same body features and face structure as Lucia, and Lucia's a game changer as the first leading lady in modern Rockstar Games. Before her, female characters mostly played supporting roles, or were just NPCs in GTA games, never the main focus. Rockstar tends to put a lot of effort into their main characters. The little differences like the sunglasses or lipstick don't bother me much. We know there'll be in-game stuff you can buy, like accessories. And hey, being able to change hairstyles was a big deal in games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5. So I'm pretty confident that the girl in that white bikini on that Vice City rooftop is Lucia. But yeah, I get it, there's gonna be a lot of chatter and debate. Remember the crazy theories from past GTA trailers? Like people saying the homeless guy was Nico Bellic, or that Michael was an older Tommy Vercetti? It's always possible I might be wrong. But to me, it all seems to point to Lucia here. Sorting through the real stuff from the rumors can be tough, but we've got the goods straight from leaked pre-alpha GTA 6 footage that's been verified by Rockstar Games. Can't show you the vid due to copyright worries, but let's get into what we found. GTA 6 is spicing things up with CCTV cameras in certain game spots. Saw Jason getting caught on one, leading to a chase by a security guard. A bit like what went down in GTA 5. Vehicles are getting a location-based makeover too. Fancy Vice City areas will have sports cars, while more remote places will offer older, worn-out rides for that realistic feel. Gameplay's looking interesting. Characters will each have their own inventory, with a possible shared section Rockstar's toying with. But carrying gear? Not as much as in GTA 5. Heavy weapons will eat up more space, meaning one big gun and a couple of small ones or throwables without a bag. Talks brewing about a double bag to expand inventory, but no confirmation yet. By the way, I'm holding a monthly giveaway for a PlayStation 5. You just need to subscribe and you're entered. Now, back to the video. GTA 6 is packing an Intimidate feature. Point your gun at an NPC and you might talk them into surrendering. Adds a cool new layer to how you interact in the game. The game's wildlife lineup is set. Get ready to bump into alligators, boars, bucks, cows, deer, dogs, frogs. Yeah, you read that right. Herons, pigeons, possums, raccoons, rats, seagulls, skunks, snakes, and squirrels. Imagine the possibilities of interacting with or even hunting these critters. Let's talk wheels in GTA 6. Thanks to the crew at GTA Base, we've got a full list of vehicles from the leaked material. Familiar rides from GTA 5 are making a comeback, like the Albany Alpha, Galavanta Baller, Vapid Benson, Roboto Bison, and more. Adding to the lineup, we've spotted 18 new rides in GTA 6, inspired by real-world counterparts. Expect classics like the 1990s Buick Skylark, a Cadillac DeVille D'Elegance, a 1970s Ford Ranchero, might be Jason's ride, and more. Here's a cool new move, shooting backward. Your character pulls off a slick move shooting over their shoulder, adding some serious cinematic vibes to the action. Now, clothing's getting an upgrade. GTA 6 brings in sweat stains after a run, blood stains, and dirt on your gear, making the whole game world feel more real. Inventory juggling in GTA 6 isn't just about guns and gadgets. Packing food or drinks means less space for other stuff. Whether these snacks will patch you up like in GTA 5 isn't confirmed, but you'll definitely need first aid kits and meds for healing. They'll be right at hand on a separate quick bar. GTA 6 sticks to Vice City, and while folks are guessing about more cities later on, nothing official's been dropped. You'll control two main characters, Jason and Lucia. Switching between them is lightning fast when they're close, way quicker than in GTA 5. Check out the Kington Hotel on the map. It's big news from the leaked footage, with Lucia heading there. And watch out for a possible cop trap event. Cops might set traps in different spots to catch players off guard. Seems like GTA 6 is going all in on keeping us on our toes. GTA 6 has got a cool new feature, lockpicking. Characters carry lockpicks, setting the stage for a mini heist at the docks. Jason's sneaking into a container holding a vehicle, hinting at some wild driving ahead. Here's some gameplay spice. Carrying bodies. Saw a clip of someone lugging another person over their shoulders, but it's a blur if it's an NPC or a player. Footage was from GTA 6 Online, and there's buzz about going prone or crouching. We can shoot while crouched, but the jury's still out on shooting while lying down. GTA 6 is packing 16 new tools to help you out, from a handy auto dialer to binoculars, cutoff tools, flashlights, even fruit for your virtual hunger, and more. Need to crack a safe or pull off a covert op? These tools got your back. GTA Online's getting a bump to accommodate 32 players in lobbies now. Opinions might vary, but it all hinges on Rockstar's design for a killer multiplayer vibe. And guess what's back in GTA 6? Nightclubs. Dive into Vice City's party scene for some nightlife fun. Check out the Jack of Hearts club in GTA 6. It's bigger and better than the clubs in GTA 5, with multiple levels, bars, private sections, a potential hotspot fans are buzzing about. GTA 6's world is packed with over 1,300 random events. From small chats with NPCs to store robberies, there's always something happening. Oh, and if you try to shake off cops by hopping into a ride, a warning pops up. They'll remember which vehicle you jumped into, so ditching them won't be that easy. No 6-star in GTA 6's wanted level. 5 stars is still the max, so get ready for those heart-pounding chases and intense heat in Vice City's streets. Picture cruising the Everglades in a top-notch hovercraft, just one of the slick rides you'll have right from the start in the game. Take for instance Jason's eye-catching 1970 Ford Ranchero GT sporting bold red and black colors. The action kicks off with small-time heists and local business robberies, immediately getting your blood pumping. Game interactivity's gotten a serious upgrade. When you rob a store, no more instant cash boosts in your account. You'll physically grab money from the store's counter, making things way more immersive. There's a heap of vehicles to pick from in the game, letting players customize their rides for a memorable spin around Vice City. Stunt jumps are making a comeback in GTA 6. And get this, players can drop weapons, leading to wild and chaotic scenes. Picture yourself in a speeding pickup truck, taking out your pursuers from the back. The view's different from GTA 5 too, with a closer, over-the-shoulder angle for a more immersive feel. Now, onto the hot rumors. These deets aren't confirmed, but they sure seem likely from the leaks. Surfing, fishing, and pumping iron might just be activities you can dive into in the game. The idea of catching waves or hitting the virtual gym is pretty thrilling. Also, GTA 6 might only hit PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, with no certainty about a PC release yet. Looks like PS4 and Xbox One users might miss out, but fingers crossed for a PC drop eventually. New game features in GTA 6 are worth a look. Now, you can handle assault rifles while riding in a vehicle, a total game changer. As you cruise through town, notice the switch to sleek, modern rides, fitting the city vibe. But head out to the Everglades, and you'll find old, worn-out cars, giving you that classic GTA feel. Whether you're after city flash or rural nostalgia, GTA 6's got the wheels for you. There's more to discover in GTA 6. They've seriously upped the interaction game. You can mess with money, USB drives, weapons, food, gear, lots to tinker with. Check this out, GTA 6 is bringing in a social media platform called What Up to amp up the game experience. And rumors hint at a hovercraft in single-player mode, similar to the old Vortex from earlier GTAs, but its official name's still a mystery. Stay tuned for more updates. Weapons in GTA 6 got a real upgrade from GTA 5, especially in how they work and move, a big step up. Let's talk about Jason's special knack. Seems he's got a sixth sense thing going on, seen in leaks when he spots hidden stuff in a shop. Adds a cool twist to the gameplay. GTA 6's added building interiors a neat touch. You'll have way more indoor spots to hit up compared to GTA 5, perfect for heists and spicing up gameplay. And speaking of heists, robbing stores in GTA 6 is more complex. Watch Jason and Lucia take down Hank's waffles in a leaked clip. The tension's real as a timer counts down to cops arriving. Weapons in GTA 6 are something else. You've got a whopping 24 to choose from, perfect for those heart-racing moments. From assault rifles to bats, sniper rifles to grenades, and even golf clubs and a good old fist fight, you're set for any situation. Movement in GTA 6's got a realistic tweak. Going from a sprint to a walk doesn't happen in a snap. There's a noticeable delay now, and changing directions, it's more natural. No sudden shifts like in GTA 5. Spotted Port Gellhorn on a police car in GTA 6, confirming its spot in the game. It's likely a smaller city, kind of like Sandy Shores or Polito Bay from GTA 5. More places to explore. GTA 6's upped the interactive game big time. When you rob a store, the cashier throws the cash bag your way, but you gotta grab it yourself. Also, you can switch your aiming shoulder now, a feature from Red Dead Redemption 2, now part of GTA 6. GTA 6's NPC interactions are getting a boost. NPCs will say different things as you pass by, making the game world more alive. The detail in GTA 6 is seriously top-notch. In GTA 6, when you're pulling off heists or robberies, you've got the option to tie up hostages using cable ties. Adds a strategic twist and makes these intense moments more immersive. Also, watch out for vehicle damage. It's a bigger deal in this game. Just one crash and your engine could start smoking, bringing in more realism and consequences to your actions. Rockstar's worked on noise cancellation as you move from indoors to outdoors in GTA 6. Unlike GTA 5, where guns kinda sounded similar, here they've nailed the gun sounds for a more real-deal experience. They're really fine-tuning the details to make the game pop. Life Invaders making a comeback in GTA 6, and get this, it's in the same universe as GTA 5. There's talk about Jay Norris's End, a storyline from GTA 5 between two characters in GTA 6. Here's a cute touch. Gumball machines actually give you gumballs in GTA 6. Seems small, but adds a nice little realistic vibe to the game. Get ready to ride the Vice City Metro, aka Vice City Metro, in GTA 6. It's a full-on transport system you can use to get around. Just like riding in the back of a pickup, you can lean out the windows and shoot in all directions while someone else drives. Makes for some seriously thrilling action moments. Ever since GTA 6 was announced, the rumor mill's been churning. But let's sift through the confirmed deets about vehicles, gear, weapons, and game stuff. It's still a while until the game drops, but Rockstar's going all out to make it killer. A recent leak spilled some beans, talking vehicles, new physics, main peeps like Lucia and Jason, map spots, a massive world, tons to do, and a big bag of weapons. Plus, there's buzz about smarter AI for non-players, RPG twists, and cool gameplay moves. All this talk's got gamers hyped for GTA 6's big debut. Now, onto the juicy bits from those leaked clips, diving into fresh features and gameplay. There's this scene where Jason and pals chill by a pool, chatting about a spoof of social media called Life Invader. They crack jokes referencing Jay Norris's bit in a classic GTA funny style fans love. In these clips, you're seeing players interact with NPCs in a huge world. They're taking selfies and stuff, adding a real vibe to the game. And there's this moment where Jason dives into a gang's turf, hides behind a truck, and reacts to gunshots. It's all about those unique animations. The big find? A jetpack hinted at by Tom Henderson, spotted in the Jack of Hearts Club. You're also seeing parody logos of social media like Snapchat and Instagram. Characters sport different hairstyles. With Lucia rocking a braid, they've got animations testing Lucia and Jason doing all sorts, jogging, pausing, ducking gunfire. Developers at Rockstar even checked out how crashes work on a highway overpass. Signs on Interstate 97 mention spots like North Beaches and Lake Leonida, with an exit heading to Washington Beach. In another scene, Jason stumbles onto a container filled with stacks of cash and a bike. Clips show tweaks being made inside a vehicle, hinting at possible new styles or tricks for players. In GTA 6, there's this cool thing where both players and NPCs can hold their guns sideways in fights, shaking things up in confrontations. Also, Jason shows off by spinning his rifle in the air while another character in a parking lot shoots at him with a sideways pistol. Another thing from Red Dead Redemption 2 makes its way into GTA 6. You can pick up and carry bodies, making gameplay more complex. You'll find Red Dead Redemption 2 vibes in other parts of the game too. They've loaded GTA 6 with RPG stuff. You'll manage food, drinks, sweat, tiredness, and even tame animals for a deeper gameplay. Talk about biking ramps and city bike rentals? Looks like cycling's gonna be a blast. The leaked clips spill the beans on loads of weapons. Guns like pistols, shotguns, rifles, plus unexpected ones like golf clubs, baseball bats, and crowbars. And don't forget the tools, flashlights, binoculars, lockpicks, and more to play with. There's a sneak peek at early police AI testing in the leaked clips. NPCs use cover better in shootouts. And that scene where Jason holds up a diner worker with a rifle feels kinda like the dialogue choices in Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's not set in stone yet. Jason can now go prone, adding a new twist to the series. Looks like there might be a chance to do some robbing in an antique shop, maybe to sell off stolen stuff, making the game deeper. You can crash at motels or hotels, and Kington Hotel's one of the spots. They even show a pool party with live music for players to check out. The clips tease animations like an overdose, hinting at special actions or events, and horses and maybe horse riding might be taking a cue from Red Dead Redemption 2. GTA 6's world is packed with spots to check out: motels, metro stations, restaurants, pawn shops, and supermarkets. Even tiny things like grabbing a gumball from a machine add to the vibe. A cool twist: you can now shoot while swimming, spicing up the action in Grand Theft Auto 6. With all these different and interesting bits, it's shaping up to be a fun ride. They're hinting at diverse environments: Everglades with alligators, snakes, raccoons, and birds roaming around. Plenty to explore there. The weapon wheel's kinda like Red Dead Redemption 2. You're limited on what weapons and items you carry. Lucia's got a loot bag, probably handy for heists, and Jason's got his inventory sorted for managing weapons and stuff. Now, let's talk rides in GTA 6. Big shout out to the GTA forums for gathering all this. Check the links below to join in on the chats. Loads of wheels are confirmed. You've got classics like Ballista Compact, Ocelot Locust, and something resembling an early 90s Buick Skylark. Plus, some new ones without proper names, like a 90s Chevy Caprice, 2016, plus Chevy Malibu, Chevy Sonic, and a 2018 to 2022 Honda Accord. You know Rockstar's gonna give them those funky names they're known for. And the list keeps going. Albany Primo, Benefactor Shafter, Old WB, a mix of Ford Explorer, and Tahoe from the 90s or 2000s, a 2018 plus Toyota Toyota RAV4 with some Lexus NX style, Pegassi Taurus, 1980s, Jeep CJ8 Scrambler, 5th Gen F150, G20 conversion van, Brute Camper, Vapid Speedo, HV Mixer, Metro Mover, D-Class Sheriff SUV, Mobatsu Sanchez livery, Nagasaki Street Blazer, 1970s, Ford Ranchero, 1971 Buick Estate, Albany Emperor, D-Class Turbo Sabre, Yoga Classic, The Contender, and Sadler. There's gonna be a whole bunch more rides in GTA 6, like Slam Van Pickup, Bobcat XL, Regina's new version, Alpha, Gauntlet Classic, Moonbeam Helion, Boxville Go Postal, some unconfirmed Albany based on a 1959-60 Cadillac, a Rebel, an unknown Asian sedan, a Ferrati or Feroci, Baller, Novak, Buffalo STX, Alpha and Feudo, a Benson NF 890, Buffalo without a sports bumper, and the Stanier and Landstalker. The vast array of vehicles in GTA 6 promises an engaging and varied driving experience in the game. Let's dive into the buzzworthy video clips making the rounds on social media platforms, offering sneak peeks into mission gameplay and Rockstar Games' direction for GTA 6. One of these clips zooms in on a mission featuring Lucia, the game's playable character, a Latina protagonist attempting a heist at Hank's Waffles, a diner. In these early stages, the non-player characters lack detailed facial features, presenting a somewhat comical appearance, amusingly labeled as dummy-like within the game. The NPCs respond dynamically to Lucia's aggressive actions, showing various animations that illustrate the fear sparked by the robbery, reminiscent of the responsive NPC behavior seen in Red Dead Redemption 2. During the diner heist scenario, Lucia faces the choice of aiming her handgun at a hostage, offering players the option to either rob or engage in hand-to-hand combat. This adds depth to criminal activities in the game. Jason, the white male protagonist, is part of the robbery too, allowing interaction with both characters during the event. Jason urges Lucia to act swiftly and escape cleanly, hinting at a relationship akin to the legendary duo Bonnie and Clyde, echoing prior leaks about the game's storyline. Their appearances bear a resemblance to actors Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling from The Place Beyond the Pines, though it's uncertain if the game's plot mirrors the movie's storyline. Lucia and Jason appear to be in their late 20s, and the game seamlessly integrates a character switching feature accessed through the controller's D-pad. As the police show up, Lucia intimidates another hostage, leading to a showdown with law enforcement outside. The detailed design of the outdoor area suggests a setting inspired by northern Florida, filled with lush greenery. In Lucia and Jason's escape, they amass 2 wanted stars, but cleverly avoid a shootout, maneuvering around parked cars before seizing a police cruiser. This initial mission phase provides tutorial-like prompts, highlighting advancements in police AI, as law enforcement retains memory of vehicles involved in unlawful activities. The sequence ends with Lucia behind the wheel of the police car, Jason assuring her of their ability to shake off the cops. Unexpectedly, their getaway halts due to an unintended collision at an outdated car wash. Transitioning to the next mission, Jason and Lucia head to the Jack of Heart, encountering Dre, engrossed in conversation with another woman. Dre shares his music industry aspirations, hinting at the introduction of someone named Boopy. During this exchange, messages pop up from 2 new contacts, Billy and RB Shaw. Using a parody version of WhatsApp, early footage reveals a mini-map akin to Grand Theft Auto 5, possibly indicating missions from unfamiliar characters identified as WM and YJ. Moving to the VIP second floor, Dre interacts with DJ Tip, expressing dissatisfaction with drink delays. A brief altercation hints at Tip's unpopular status. Dre moves on, concluding the clip. It's important to note that these clips exhibit early development stages and are subject to changes as the game evolves. Another interesting leak unveils details about over 500 in-game events, encounters, and Easter eggs. While we can't cover them all, here are a few highlights. As per discussions on the GTA forums, GTA 6's open world is anticipated to be at least 2.5 times larger than GTA 5, promising a vast and immersive environment for exploration. The game follows a successful approach similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, offering a meticulously crafted open world filled with captivating mysteries that enhance the gaming experience. GTA 6's development footage showcases familiar real-life Florida locales like the Homestead Miami Speedway, transformed into the Port Gellhorn racetrack, alongside landmarks such as Portofino Tower, Sombrero Key Light, Solar Amphitheater Bayfront Park, and Lone Depot Park. Moreover, the incorporation of the 1000 Museum, a towering residential building in Miami, showcases Rockstar's keen eye for detail. A metro map reflecting Miami's actual layout heightens the game's realism, while the presence of lush grasslands hints at a potential expansion into Georgia. This notion remains speculative until officially confirmed. A myriad of activities like fishing, houses affiliated with the occult, makeshift wrestling rings in backyards, and opulent estates housing exotic animals provide diverse experiences within the game's vast universe. Rumors abound about missing tourists, clothing options weapons revealed at yard sales, an event reminiscent of insurance scams seen in Saints Row, a mysterious voice emanating from a storm drain, perhaps an homage to Pennywise, a multi-location mystery akin to Bonnie and Clyde, and a fitness challenge signaling a return to workout activities. Additionally, Grand Theft Auto 6 might surprise players with an island camp, DUI checkpoints, UFO encounters, an animal sanctuary, an expedition into a swamp, and the chance to play crazy golf. Let's now explore the main locales featured in GTA 6. Ambrosia encompasses Ambrosia Farms and the Tarmac. Bayside Copperhead, the Everglades or Grass Rivers, Fairyland, and Fairyland Forest offer distinct settings. The Keys region includes East Key, Low Key, and additional spots like a garage, gas station, and liquor store. Lake Okeechobee boasts a motel, prison, and racetrack, while Little Haiti, North Beach, and North Miami house various establishments such as gas stations, hideouts, and liquor stores. Port Gellhorn stands out with intricate locations like an abandoned building, basketball court, beach, bingo hall, bowling alley, car wash, fishing store, fruit stand, gas station, motel, pawn shop, police station, quick shop, raceway, soccer field, and more. Red Hill features a dense forest, while South Beach presents a boardwalk, gym, hotel, Ocean Drive, and park. South Miami Sundown encompasses a beach and tarmac, and Vice Beach covers Vice City suburbs and Washington Beach. Assorted locations such as an abandoned hotel, observatory, Fountain of Youth, homeless community, Malibu Club, Monument of Leonida, Redneck Yacht Club, Spaceship House, underwater research facility, and Dinosaur World enrich the gaming world's depth. The striking resemblance between the Miami Beach Police Department and the Vice City Neighborhood's police station showcases Rockstar's inventive approach to designing game worlds. While these details offer an exciting glimpse, we eagerly await official confirmations to understand how they'll fit into the final game. Until then, the anticipation surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6 will undoubtedly keep fans eagerly waiting for its release. Recent leaks strongly suggest that Alexandra Christina Echevarri might lend her voice to Lucia in Grand Theft Auto 6. Her voice in a demo reel closely matches leaked clips featuring Lucia's dialogues, hinting at her possible role in portraying the character. Throughout this overview, we've covered numerous aspects of Grand Theft Auto 6, exploring various elements of the game. It was important to encompass all known details so far, even though the game might still be a couple of years away from release, much to the excitement of fans. What features of this game are you looking forward to the most? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. GTA 6 brings a significant upgrade to how NPCs behave. Characters will vary in size and shape, reacting realistically to situations. Pulling out a weapon might trigger panic among nearby individuals. The game also introduces an intricate injury system, covering details like concussions. Let's dive into the impressive visuals and new additions. Characters in GTA 6 will naturally grow facial hair over time. The game features a social platform called What's Up, a playful take on WhatsApp. Moreover, familiar spoof versions of social media platforms like Life Invader, Facebook, Bleeter, Twitter, and Snapmatic, Instagram make a comeback. Now, about our protagonists, Jason and Lucia, each with their own inventories. Your stash can store various items like wine, soda, and fruit. Also, there's a duffel bag system for easy transportation of supplies and weapons. Robberies are a big deal in GTA 6, ranging from major heists to smaller jobs. Easy scores include targets such as bingo body shops, burnout skirts at Cafe Caraway, clothing stores, food trucks, massage parlors, and more. Plus, the addition of robbing shipping containers adds an extra thrill. Gameplay steps up. For the first time in GTA, players can crouch and lie prone, adding tactical elements. RPG features are also prominent, teasing hunger mechanics and interactions with animals, expanding the game's depth. Excitingly, GTA 6 brings back iconic spots like the Malibu Club and Ocean View Hotel, sparking nostalgia among players. Hints about events like Lost at Sea Island Camp and Lost Plane suggest potential island adventures reminiscent of Guarma from a previous game. Weaponry in GTA 6 takes a page from Red Dead Redemption 2, adopting a slot-based system. Instead of a large weapon wheel, you'll have designated slots for small firearms, melee weapons, rifles, and shotguns. There won't be infinite weapons, but players can drop and pick up weapons as they progress. During the game's creation, Arthur Morgan's hat made an appearance, but its inclusion in the final game remains uncertain. Players now have the option to surrender to the police during a robbery, adding an intense twist to gameplay. Police response times feel more realistic, displaying a timer that varies based on the severity of the crime. For instance, a murder triggers a quicker response than a robbery. Moreover, the maximum wanted level caps at 5 stars in GTA 6, with a 6-star level seeming highly unlikely in the current game development. Police AI has significantly improved from the previous game. Law enforcement behaves more realistically, no longer recklessly charging in. If you commit a crime and try to escape in a vehicle, cops will take note of the specific vehicle and license license plate, making evasion more challenging. In GTA 6, expect various events like chance encounters with muggers and NPC-hosted yard sales. There are hints of riding events, potentially involving horse riding and possibly drawing from the expertise of the Red Dead Redemption 2 team. New firepower enters the fray. The spear gun debuts, allowing players to shoot underwater spears at their targets. Additionally, a range of gear awaits, including binoculars, cutting tools, flashlights, immobilizer bypasses, slim jims, USB drives, tasers, zip ties, and auto dialers. GTA 6 brings in RPG elements like managing weight and muscle, showcased in the Spool Couple Workout Challenge. Leaked footage reveals Jason and Lucia's apartments. For instance, Jason's place includes a bathtub for in-game bathing. Get ready for a modern setting after the events of GTA 5. The game meticulously recreates various Miami landmarks, including a grand tennis court, a bustling football stadium, and a lively amphitheater. The map covers an airport and a working tram system stopping at the airport. But there's more. The Florida Keys and a swampy area called the Grass Rivers, resembling the Everglades, are part of the game. Players can navigate swamp boats in this region. Weaponry in GTA 6 offers immense variety. Players can choose from melee options like golf clubs, pool cues, crowbars, and bats, and an array of firearms ranging from pistols to snipers and RPGs. There's even customization in how your character holds these weapons. Additionally, there's a selection of throwable items, including grenades, molotovs, and even golf balls. Rockstar is taking a more careful approach in storytelling, steering clear of offensive humor and being considerate toward groups that might feel targeted. The story is structured in chapters, following a similar approach to Red Dead Redemption 2. Gameplay improvements in GTA 6 introduce the ability to stealthily zip-tie NPCs and carry bodies, adding depth to stealth mechanics. During exploration, players will encounter diverse wildlife from alligators, bears, and boars to dogs, snakes, raccoons, birds, frogs, bald cats, and rodents. Symbols denoting plants and toxic waste are also scattered across the game. Look out for the Scarface crime scene, possibly a fun nod to Tony Montana. There's also a mystery called Missing Tourists. And check this out, camping spots are scattered around, maybe hinting at future campervan ownership in the game. NPC interactions are getting a serious upgrade. In GTA 6, you've got choices, from threatening and robbing to shooting or restraining them. Some missions even use gestures, like Red Dead Redemption 2. They've reworked vehicle damage for a more realistic feel, and the interiors are incredibly detailed, down to the fully functional dashboards. Let's talk about the focus on indoor settings in GTA 6. There's a bunch of different places inside to explore: nightclubs, motels, hotels, restaurants, pawn shops, supermarkets, fast food spots, gun stores, shooting ranges, and the Vice City metro station. They've even added working elevators for that immersive touch. Surprisingly, there's a risk of getting banned from stores, adding a cool element to the gameplay. Now onto the characters. GTA 6 brings us a pair of protagonists: Jason, played by Brian Zampella, and Lucia, played by Alexandra C. Echevarri. Lucia's a big deal, the first playable female character in the series, and you can switch between them seamlessly. And get this, they're depicted as a couple, kind of like Bonnie and Clyde. The gunplay in GTA 6 feels like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Max Payne 3. If you haven't tried those, it might be worth a shot before GTA 6 drops. And there's a ton of activities, from fishing and serious golfing to basketball, football, and soccer. Gyms are there for training, a yacht club, and even a racetrack. GTA 6 is loaded with side activities, backyard wrestling, races, UFO events, and beach bonfires. Even small stuff counts, like picking up cans from the ground. Jason and Lucia have special abilities, just like in GTA 5. Get ready for the jetpack's comeback. Shooting from cars is back too, adding more thrills. And brace yourself for 18 brand new vehicles entering the GTA 6 scene. Rockstar plans to keep the action going with new missions and cities after GTA 6's release. We're still in the dark if this is for online or story mode, but they promise a cover system better than what we've seen before in other Rockstar games. GTA 6's map is bigger than GTA 5. This time, it's Vice City, inspired by Miami and its surroundings. It's huge and diverse, and in one video, there's a peek at a lake, hinting at a substantial chunk of Florida in the game. The bustling Kingston Hotel is a spot you don't want to miss. There are pool parties and live music. It adds a whole lot of liveliness to GTA 6. The clothing system in the game is super realistic. You can deck yourself out with sunglasses, watches, wristbands, and hats in different styles. The attention to detail is impressive. Even features like sweat, dirt, and wrinkles make the game feel real. GTA 6 was known as Project Americas during development, just like GTA 5, Rush, and Red Dead Redemption 2, Bonnier. Initially, they planned a huge map covering North and South America, but they scaled it down. Still, it's shaping up to be an incredible experience with its features structures and places. In GTA 6, you can mess with functional CCTV cameras, be wary of police traps, spots where cops lie in wait to catch you, and there are intense run-ins with corrupt cop shakedown events. Jason and Lucia's home base is a motel, sort of the central spot for all their activities. GTA 6's streets are filled with different gangs, each with its own vibe. Characters come in all sorts, from romantic and wild to cool and practical. To make things feel real, the game includes DUI sobriety tests, though it's unclear if they're for players or just random characters. Rockstar pays attention to even the small things, like having working gumball machines in the game. Remember, these details are based on early footage and might change before the game's final release. The landscape of video games has undergone a significant evolution. A noticeable trend has been the constant expansion of game sizes, especially within the open world category. It's been a fascinating progression to witness how these games have continued to push the boundaries of size and scope. The allure of expansive open worlds in gaming has been undeniable. Players crave these vast environments where they can immerse themselves, explore every nook and cranny, and undertake a multitude of activities. It's almost like the natural progression in gaming evolution, the drive to create worlds that feel more alive, more immersive, and more extensive than ever before. This expansion, however, hasn't arrived without its share of drawbacks. The downside to this growth is the emergence of bloat and padding within these sprawling game worlds. Many developers, in their pursuit of creating monumental experiences, have sometimes fallen into the trap of adding filler content, diluting the overall quality and engagement. Developers now routinely produce games that demand a considerable investment of time from players. By the way, I'm holding a monthly giveaway for a PlayStation 5. You just need to subscribe and you're entered. Now, back to the video. With an abundance of these mammoth-sized games in the market, there's a constant battle for players' attention. Yet, many of these titles, while impressive in scale, become overwhelming and exhausting for players to fully engage with, leading to a sense of fatigue and saturation. Rockstar Games stands out in this landscape, being synonymous with expansive open-world experiences. Their Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption series have consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible in open-world design. With each new iteration, Rockstar's worlds become larger, more intricately detailed, and immersive, setting new standards in the industry. The anticipation surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6 raises questions about the direction Rockstar should take. Considering their track record of delivering meticulously crafted worlds in games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5, it's easy to see the appeal of continuing this trend. These games have set the bar high for open-world environments, captivating players with their sheer scale and attention to detail. Taking a closer look at the matter, there's a growing sentiment challenging the notion that bigger is always better when it comes to game development. Surprisingly, there have been reports indicating that Rockstar, the renowned game developer, might align with this perspective. A 2020 report by Jason Schreier from Kotaku suggested that GTA 6 was being crafted as a game of moderate scale. Now, what exactly does moderately sized mean in the context of a Rockstar game? It's a question that leaves much room for speculation. Even if considered moderate by their standards, it's highly likely that the game would still be larger and more expensive than the majority of games available today. However, the ambiguity surrounding this description raises curiosity. Will it be smaller than Red Dead Redemption 2, or perhaps larger, but not to the colossal extent that many had anticipated? Or could it maintain a similar size, defying expectations of being the most extensive world Rockstar has ever created? If these reports hold true, it implies that Rockstar aims to contain the scope of GTA 6 compared to what many in the gaming community might have envisioned. Despite the lack of clarity, this approach could potentially benefit the game in various aspects. For instance, there's talk about post-launch support. Schreier's report mentioned Rockstar's plan to continually expand GTA 6 through regular post-launch updates and expansions, a point that subsequent leaks seem to support. In the past, the absence of single-player expansions and additional content in Rockstar's games has left fans disappointed. Hence, the prospect of a GTA title that continues to evolve and enhance through single-player post-launch content additions is undeniably exciting. However, this excitement hinges on the assumption that the Grand Theft Auto Online component in the GTA 6 era won't monopolize all of Rockstar's focus, as it has in recent times. Hence, there's a growing concern within the gaming community that Rockstar might once again prioritize multiplayer aspects like Grand Theft Auto Online, potentially sidelining the development of single-player content in GTA 6. This pattern has been noticeable over the past decade, raising worries about the potential neglect of the traditional narrative-driven solo experience that many fans cherish. In my personal perspective, I've often found that open worlds which opt for a smaller scale but denser design tend to offer a more engaging and immersive experience, compared to those solely focused on sheer size. When developers concentrate their efforts into a smaller virtual space, it allows for a more concentrated dose of detail, work, and attention. attention. This often results in a world that feels handcrafted, with activities and experiences tailored more intricately, providing a more compelling gameplay environment. A prime example of this approach can be witnessed in games like the Yakuza series or the more recent Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Despite not boasting massive maps in comparison to some other titles, these games have received widespread acclaim for their exceptional design and content. Their worlds feel carefully curated, avoiding the dilution of experiences with repetitive or procedurally generated content. Instead, they focus on delivering a more bespoke and engaging gameplay loop. It's crucial to acknowledge that Rockstar's track record with open-world games has been exemplary in terms of content quality. Games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5, despite their vastness, managed to maintain a meticulously crafted world with diverse, high-quality content. Each corner of these expansive worlds feels meticulously designed, and the variety and quality of activities remain consistently rich and engaging, a testament to Rockstar's dedication to delivering top-tier gaming experiences. When considering the potential of Rockstar concentrating their efforts on a more condensed map for their next release, it opens a realm of exciting possibilities. The idea that Rockstar, known for its meticulously detailed and sprawling worlds, might opt for a smaller yet denser environment triggers curiosity. What could they achieve with a more focused approach? Looking beyond the allure of a smaller open world, there are practical advantages as well. Rockstar has been under scrutiny for their work culture, often associated with intense periods of crunch to deliver their highly acclaimed games. Reports suggest they've been taking steps to mitigate this practice, creating a more controlled and detailed environment, one that maintains their high standards, while scaling down in size could potentially ease the burden on their development teams. It's important to clarify that a moderately sized open world by Rockstar's standards might still outsize many other modern titles. Even if Grand Theft Auto 6 leans towards a more concentrated design philosophy, it's likely to surpass the scale and depth seen in numerous other games. Nevertheless, if this shift away from sheer size leads to a more refined, polished, and sustainable development process, it could mark a significant step forward for Rockstar Games. But that's not all. We'll now be discussing over 30 features confirmed for GTA 6 from leaked gameplay. Alright, so I gotta mention upfront that the stuff we're talking about here is from leaks floating around the internet. Sorry, no direct links or showing it, you know how it goes. But man, there's a bunch of cool stuff rumored about GTA 6. We're talking new animals, smarter AI, RPG-style elements, lots to unpack. First off, the enhancements to non-playable characters, NPCs in GTA 6, seem to be a significant upgrade. These characters are expected to have more diversity in appearance, showcasing various body shapes and sizes, adding a touch of realism. Moreover, their reactions to in-game events, like pulling out a weapon, are said to be more authentic. Also, the game is apparently incorporating a detailed injury system that covers various aspects like concussions, adding a layer of realism to the gameplay experience. Moving on, there are talks about visual improvements and some cool new features. One of the interesting bits is that characters in GTA 6 might naturally grow facial hair over time, adding a touch of realism to their appearance. Additionally, there's buzz about a new in-game social platform called What's Up, a playful take on modern messaging apps. And let's not forget the return of parody versions of social media platforms like Life Invader, Bleeder, and Snapmatic, which have been fan favorites in past GTA games. When it comes to the main characters, Jason and Lucia, each seems to have their own inventory while sharing some common items. Players might stock up on various consumables like wine, soda, and fruit. Moreover, there's talk about a duffel bag system that would allow for easier transportation of supplies and weapons, making the gameplay experience smoother. Heists in GTA 6 appear to be a big deal, offering a range of opportunities from major heists to smaller scores. The term easy scores has been mentioned, involving hits on places like bingo body shops, Cafe Caraway, clothing stores, food trucks, and massage parlors. There's also a buzz about introducing robberies from shipping containers, adding a new level of thrill to the game. And here's where things get even more interesting: gameplay improvements. For the first time in the GTA series, players might have the ability to crouch and go prone, introducing tactical elements to the gameplay. Furthermore, rumors suggest the inclusion of RPG-style elements such as hunger levels and animal interactions, adding depth and immersion to the gaming experience. These elements could significantly expand the ways players engage with the game world, offering a more immersive and realistic experience overall. The return of iconic locations like the Malibu Club and Ocean View Hotel from previous GTA games is generating excitement among fans. Reports hint at potential events such as the Lost at Sea Island Camp and Lost Plane, which suggest that GTA 6 might explore island scenarios akin to Guarma, a memorable memorable location from an earlier installment. Shifting gears to weaponry, GTA 6 seems to be taking a different approach, drawing inspiration from Red Dead Redemption 2. Rather than a vast weapon wheel, players might have specific slots for different types of weapons like small firearms, melee weapons, rifles, and shotguns. This change might limit the number of weapons you carry, but it could offer greater flexibility to drop and pick up weapons as you progress through the game. There's some talk about Arthur Morgan's hat potentially making an appearance, although its final inclusion in the game remains uncertain. A fascinating addition to gameplay mechanics is the option for players to surrender to the police during a robbery, adding a thrilling dynamic to in-game scenarios. Moreover, police response times are said to be more realistic, varying based on the severity of the crime committed. For instance, law enforcement will respond quicker to a murder than to a robbery. Additionally, leaks suggest that GTA capped the wanted level at 5 stars, with a 6-star level seeming highly improbable in the current gameplay being developed. The AI for police in GTA 6 is rumored to have undergone significant improvements. Instead of blindly rushing in, law enforcement might demonstrate more realistic and intelligent behavior. If you attempt to flee in a vehicle after committing a crime, cops could take note of the specific vehicle and its license plate, making evading them a more challenging task. Expect a variety of dynamic events in GTA 6, such as chance encounters with muggers or stumbling upon NPC-hosted yard sales. Moreover, there are hints about riding events involving horses, possibly drawing from the expertise of the team behind Red Dead Redemption 2's horse mechanics, which could add an intriguing dimension to gameplay in GTA 6. Get ready for a diverse array of weapons and gear in GTA 6. Among the additions is the spear gun, a new weapon that allows players to shoot underwater spears at their targets. Alongside this, players will have access to a wide range of tools and gear, including binoculars, cutting tools, flashlights, immobilizer bypasses, slim jims, USB drives, tasers, zip ties, and auto dialers. The game's RPG elements introduce intriguing concepts like weight and muscle management, showcased in activities like the Spool Couple Workout Challenge. Leaked footage reveals glimpses of the living spaces of main characters Jason and Lucia, with Jason's pad even featuring a bathtub for in-game bathing. Set in a contemporary era post-GTA 5, GTA 6 meticulously recreates numerous Miami landmarks, promising an immersive experience. Expect to explore iconic locations such as a grand tennis court, a bustling football stadium, and a vibrant amphitheater. The map boasts an airport and a functional tram system, with a designated stop at the airport. But that's not all. Players can also navigate the Florida Keys and a swampy area known as Grass Rivers, reminiscent of the Everglades, using swamp boats. Weaponry in GTA 6 is incredibly diverse, offering melee options like golf clubs, pool cues, crowbars, and bats, alongside an extensive range of firearms, from pistols to snipers and RPGs. What's intriguing is the customization available for how your character holds these weapons. Additionally, there's an array of throwable items, including grenades, molotovs, and even golf balls, adding more tactical options during gameplay. Rockstar appears to be taking a more cautious approach to storytelling in GTA 6, aiming to avoid offensive humor and demonstrating sensitivity towards certain groups. The narrative is structured in chapters, drawing inspiration from the storytelling approach seen in Red Dead Redemption 2. Gameplay enhancements in GTA 6 introduce stealth mechanics, allowing players to stealthily zip tie NPCs and move bodies, enhancing the depth of stealth gameplay mechanics. Exploration in GTA 6 promises encounters with a diverse array of wildlife, from alligators, bears, and boars, to dogs, snakes, raccoons, birds, frogs, bald cats, and rodents. Various symbols indicating plants and toxic waste are also scattered across the game world. Easter eggs and mysteries pepper the game, including a possible Scarface crime scene, paying homage to Tony Montana, and a missing tourists mystery. Moreover, camping spots hint at the potential for players to own a camper van later in the game. NPC interactions in GTA 6 are getting a major upgrade. Players will have various options when dealing with NPCs, ranging from intimidation and robbery to shooting or restraining them. Certain missions will involve gesture-based actions, offering a level of engagement reminiscent of Red Dead Redemption 2. Moreover, vehicle damage mechanics have been reworked for a more realistic feel, and the interior details of cars are impressively detailed, right down to fully functional dashboards. The game is heavily focused on indoor settings. Players will have a wealth of diverse interiors to explore, including nightclubs, motels, hotels, restaurants, pawn shops, supermarkets, fast food joints, gun stores, shooting ranges, and the bustling Vice City metro station. Adding to the immersion, functional elevators have been introduced. Interestingly, players might even face the risk of being banned from stores, introducing a new dynamic to gameplay decisions. Turning to the characters, GTA 6 introduces a pair of protagonists, Jason, portrayed by Brian Zampella, and Lucia, brought to life by Alexandra C. Echavarri. Lucia marks the franchise's first playable female character, and players can seamlessly switch between the two. They are depicted as a couple, drawing inspiration from the notorious duo Bonnie and Clyde. The gunplay mechanics in GTA 6 are modeled after the systems seen in Red Dead Redemption 2 and Max Payne 3. Players may find it beneficial to explore those games before diving into GTA 6. Additionally, the game offers a plethora of activities ranging from fishing, intense golfing sessions, basketball, football, and soccer, to gyms for training, a yacht club, and even a racetrack, promising a packed gaming experience. The game's array of side activities is extensive, encompassing backyard wrestling, racing, UFO events, beach bonfires, and seemingly trivial yet impactful actions such as picking up cans from the ground. The main characters, Jason and Lucia, possess special abilities similar to those seen in GTA 5. Hold tight for the comeback of the jetpack in GTA 6. Also, shooting from cars adds another layer of excitement, and brace yourself for the introduction of 18 entirely new vehicles to the GTA franchise. Post-launch, Rockstar plans to continuously introduce new missions and cities for GTA 6. While it's unclear if these additions are for the online or story mode, the cover system is anticipated to surpass what players have experienced in previous Rockstar titles. Expect a map in GTA 6 larger than GTA 5's, primarily centered on Vice City, taking inspiration from Miami and its environs. The game might even feature a substantial part of Florida, hinted at by glimpses of a lake in the game's preview videos. Don't overlook the vibrant Kingston Hotel, a bustling location teeming with pool parties and live music, adding another layer of vibrancy to the expansive world of GTA 6. The clothing system in the game operates realistically. Players can accessorize with sunglasses, watches, wristbands, and hats in various styles, with an incredible attention to detail that includes features like sweat, dirt, and wrinkles, enhancing the game's authenticity. Initially known as Project Americas during its developmental phase, GTA 6 underwent a codenamed journey, much like its predecessors GTA 5, Rush, and Red Dead Redemption 2, Bonnier. The game was originally envisioned to encompass a sprawling map covering both North and South America. However, Rockstar decided to refine its approach, leading to a scaled-down version. Despite the alterations, GTA 6 is poised to deliver an unparalleled experience, boasting a diverse range of features and captivating locations. In GTA 6, the level of interactivity hits new heights. Players will encounter functional CCTV cameras that they can manipulate to their advantage. There's a word of caution regarding police traps strategically positioned by law enforcement in certain areas, setting up scenarios where players can be unexpectedly apprehended. Get ready for intense moments with corrupt cop shakedown events, injecting a layer of depth and unpredictability into the game's dynamics. Jason and Lucia, the main characters, establish their base of operations at a motel, acting as the central hub for their activities. The game's world is populated by an assortment of diverse street gangs, each characterized by its unique ambience and style. Characters in the game are depicted with varying personalities, ranging from romantic and chaotic romantic types to those displaying cool, pragmatic chaotic, and pragmatic cool traits. To elevate the immersive experience, GTA 6 introduces DUI sobriety tests. However, it remains uncertain whether these tests will be applicable to the player character or randomly encountered non-playable characters. The meticulous attention to detail in the game is evident, including fully functional gumball machines scattered throughout the world, highlighting Rockstar's commitment to a richly detailed environment. It's important to remember that these details are gleaned from development footage and might undergo further refinement before the game's final release. Nevertheless, they offer an enticing glimpse into Rockstar's ambitious vision for the highly anticipated GTA 6.